Hi guys, today we'll be seeing the chapter Evens and Odds. When we finish this chapter, you'll be able to solve any number of problems yourself because you'll understand the logic very well and you will not have to memorize anything at all. So first we'll be seeing three things. What are evens and odds and what is a concept that you'll have to understand and some examples. If a number is divisible by 2, yes, then it is even. If it is not divisible by 2, it is odd. As simple as that. Examples of even are 0, 2, 4. Examples of odd are 1, 3, 5 and so on. The even and odd numbers are consecutive, that is they alternate between each other, and negative numbers can be even or odd, prime numbers can be even or odd, basically all integers. And you know that 2 is the only even prime number. And next is we'll see some of the concepts that you'll have to understand. In concepts we'll be seeing for addition and subtraction, multiplication, division and prime numbers. Addition and subtraction. It's very simple. You only have to remember one thing. I'll tell you what. Suppose you're dealing with two even numbers, okay? And there is one more condition you're dealing with, both odd numbers. Another condition where you're dealing with even and odd. Another condition you're dealing with odd and even. In these two cases, if you see, there are the same alphabets, right? Only even. This is only O, only odd. So the evenness is spread. That is, they have the same nature. All numbers have the same nature. In this, they are alternating. They are not the same. One is even, one is odd. So there is a difference. The sameness is disturbed. This is what you have to remember in addition and subtraction. Only with these two ideas you can solve the addition and subtraction related odd or even problems. So here if they are even, that is if they are same, then the result will be even. Here the sameness is disturbed. They are alternating, even and odd both are coming in addition and subtraction. So here the result will be odd. Let's understand this with an example. Let's take three numbers. Okay, this can be plus or minus, plus or minus. Consider you're doing addition. And here the number x is say even. Say y is odd. Say z is also odd. Now what will be the result? What is even plus odd? Right? Here if you see, the alphabets are different, right? The natures are different. So the sameness here is disturbed. When it is not the same, it is odd. Now the next number is odd. Here again, here odd and odd, they are same. So if they are the same, then it is even. Sameness is not disturbed here, so it is even. So the final result will be even. Next is multiplication. There is absolutely only one thing to remember in multiplication. Absolutely one thing. Suppose you are handling a string of integers. Say one is even, one is odd, another is odd, another is odd, another is odd, and it goes on like this. Only thing you have to see is if in the string of numbers, even if one number is even, then product is even. You take 100 numbers, 1000 numbers, even if one number is even, The others have to be a multiple of even number. Simple, right? So we'll take an example. Suppose x, y, z are three numbers and we are multiplying. Let's say these numbers are consecutive numbers. That is like 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9. They are next to each other. They just alternate. They are next to each other. Okay. So what will be the result? Whether will it be even or odd? There are two concepts to understand here. Two possibilities. One is these numbers can be even, odd, even because they are consecutive, or this number, if it starts with an odd number, then the next one will be even and then it will be odd. So we have learned that even if a single number in the multiplication is even, in this line if you see there are two evens, so the product is even. In this line if you see there is one even if one number is even, then also it is even, so the answer is even. Next we will see division. In this also we will be using the same concept as in multiplication. There will be four different cases. One is you're dividing even by even, other is even by an odd number, odd by an even number, and odd by an odd number. Let's see this with an example. Any random numbers, I'm going to pick any random number and we'll try to understand. Here we are going to see whether the result will be even or odd. Let's elaborate this a bit for our understanding. We can write this as 238 into some number equal to 6012, right? So this number is an even number. This number is again an even number. We know that we will get an even number if even one of the digits or one of the numbers is even, right? So since we already have an even number, this could be either an even number or an odd number. This is the possibility. If you consider this one, we can write this as again 139 into some number equal to 1298. Here we know that this is even number, this is odd number. So since this is even and this is odd, this obviously has to be an even number. Because without an even number, you won't get the product as even. This one if you see, 956 into some number equal to 7389, right? This is even, this is odd. See, in the previous examples, the rule that we have is if the product is, the final result is even, with that we will know whether one of the number is even or not. But we don't have any rule that if the product is odd and then there is some condition over here. We don't have any such rule. Okay. Here it is always if odd is divided by even number, what we'll get is only a decimal number. Okay, we'll always get a decimal number only. Next is odd by odd. So we know there are no even factors in this number. Both numbers are not divisible by 2. So it can be only, the number can only be even. So odd by odd is always odd. That is, we know the definition, right? Odd is a number which is not divisible by 2. So here none of the numbers are divisible by 2. So obviously the product is odd. Next, we have to understand the final concept, which is prime numbers. So some of the prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and so on. See, you have to remember that only 2 is an even prime number. Others are all odd numbers. So remember that and apply the other rules that we have studied for even and odd concept. So we are done with this evens and odds chapter. I hope you understood the concepts clearly. I would suggest that you work out some problems today itself and see that you've understood all the concepts very well. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.